Okay. Now we'll see sin inverse sin 7 क्या होता है. Here 7 is in radians. बहुत लोग क्या सोचते सर अभी sin inverse of sin x equal to x बोले when it is lying in the interval closed minus pi by 2 pi by 2. But 7 is not lying in that interval minus pi by 2 pi by 2. And 7 you are knowing it is greater than 2 pi but less than 5 pi by 2. मतलब you can say it is between 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. When x lie in this region, when x lie in this region, when x lie between 3 pi by 2 5 pi by 2, बीच में it is passing through 2 pi line, you are knowing y equal to x minus 2 pi, but x की जगह में इधर ही 7 दिया, so y का वैल्यू क्या होता है, y is equal to sin inverse, or you can take that value, sin inverse of sin 7 is equal to 7 minus 2 pi. Using the graph you can directly write like this, or theoretically without graph you need to adjust this value, you need to adjust this value so that the resulting value should lie in the region minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So what I am doing is I am taking its nearest value. Suppose if I am taking 2 pi, 2 into pi का value मालूम है 3.14, 6.28, right? 6.28. Yes, 7 minus 2 pi लिया तो that is definitely lying between minus pi by 2 pi by 2. So this I am writing sin inverse sin 7 minus 2 pi. आप पूछ सकते हैं सर ये sin inverse sin 7 को ऐसे लिख सकते हैं क्या? हाँ देखो इसमें एक माइनस कॉमन करो, माइनस ऑफ साइन 2 पाई माइनस 7, साइन 360 माइनस थीटा माइनस साइन थीटा, सो माइनस साइन 7 इनटू बाहर एक माइनस, सो प्लस साइन 7. सो प्लस साइन 7 को आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, प्लस साइन 7 you can write like this. So sin inverse of sin of 7 minus 2 pi. Just now we have seen 7 minus 2 pi is a value lying in between minus pi by 2 pi by 2. So happily you can write sin inverse of sin of 7 minus 2 pi, 7 minus 2 pi. So sin inverse of sin 7 is equal to 7 minus 2 pi. This way you can find. Clear students? Now we'll go for other graphs. Cos inverse cos, tan inverse tan. Cos inverse of cos, once again with principal domain same, it is y equal to x for principal domain of cos, that is x belongs to 0 pi. Now I am plotting for other values, for other branches. So this is y equal to pi, this is your y equal to 0 or x-axis, pi, 2 pi, and this side minus pi, minus 2 pi. Now, just now I told you from 0 to pi, closed interval 0 pi, y equal to x. So, for my convenience I am drawing this vertical line. So between 0 to pi, in the domain interval 0 to pi, y का value क्या होता है x? You are knowing y equal to x. This one y equal to x. So automatically इसका opposite ये value y equal to minus x हो जाएगा. This also I am plotting. So this is y equal to minus x, and nextly this one is passing through 2 pi. This is passing through 2 pi और इसको परपेंडिकुलर हो जाएगा. इसका वैल्यू क्या होता है, y इक्वल टू 2 पाई माइनस एक्स. वाई बिकॉज ये कैसे आ गए मैं बता देता हूँ यूजिंग कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. दिस इज पासिंग थ्रू 2 पाई 0, y माइनस y1 इज इक्वल टू लाइन ऐसा है, इट इज परपेंडिकुलर टू दिस. इसका स्लोप +1, सो इसका स्लोप -1 इंटू x माइनस 2 पाई. So y equal to 2 pi minus x आ जाएगा. This way you got this value. Like this you can find all other values. And this, if you want this one, y equal to x plus 2 pi. Like this you can plot the graph of cos inverse cos x. Clear, students? So cos inverse of cos x I am writing for 2-3 intervals. Cos inverse of cos x का value क्या होता है? x when x belongs to 0 pi and 2 pi minus x when x belongs to pi 2 pi interval में this is 2 pi minus x pi 2 pi. Next minus x when x belongs to minus pi 0. Like this you can complete all other domains. Clear? Clear, students? And the cos inverse cos x का complete domain क्या है? All real numbers. Principal domain क्या है? Closed interval 0 pi. Other non principal domains automatically. ठीक है? Now cos inverse cos x is also clear. Now we'll find out cos inverse cos 10 क्या होता है. Once again 10 is in radians only, not degrees. Cos inverse cos 10. Without seeing the graph I am finding its value. Cos inverse of cos 10. So now I am choosing a value so that this resulting value, the changed value should lie in the interval closed 0 pi, because once cos inverse cos alpha, when alpha is lying in the 0 pi you can write directly alpha. So numerically इसका nearest value लेता हूँ मैं 4 pi. 4 into pi का value मालूम है 3.14, 12.56. So 4 pi minus 10 लिया मैंने. cos inverse cos 10 को cos 4 pi minus 10 लिख सकते हैं. cos 2n pi minus theta same cos theta. So cos 10 को cos 4 pi minus 10 लिख सकते हैं. And 4 pi minus 10 मतलब 12.56 minus 10. So 2.56, that is definitely lying in this interval क्योंकि pi का value 3.14. So it is exactly lying in this interval. When if it is lying in the interval cos inverse of cos alpha you are getting मतलब 4 pi minus 10. Very clear, students? So like this you can find. Clear? Next we'll see other respective graphs of tan inverse tan, cot inverse cot, secant inverse secant, cosecant inverse cosecant x. Now cos inverse cos हो गया, tan inverse tan. Y equal to tan inverse tan. You are knowing इसका principal domain minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, open interval minus pi by 2 pi by 2, same as principal domain of tan x. This is minus pi by 2 and here is 0. This is pi by 2. Next pi 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and on the left minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi. Now look at this. You cannot take y equal to x कभी when x belongs to minus pi by 2 pi by 2. मतलब प्रिंसिपल डोमेन भी वही है और रेंज भी वही है. ओपन इंटरवल माइनस पाई बाई 2 पाई बाई 2, ओपन इंटरवल माइनस पाई बाई 2 पाई बाई 2, रेंज आल्सो एंड प्रिंसिपल डोमेन आल्सो. और इसका वैल्यू मालूम है y इक्वल टू x. सो बिटवीन माइनस पाई बाई 2 पाई बाई 2 आई एम नॉट टेकिंग दीज एंड पॉइंट्स. सो एक ओपन सर्किल ले रहे हैं इधर ही, एट पाई बाई 2 में भी एक ओपन सर्किल ले रहे हैं, ओपन सर्किल और ओपन आर्क. Now joining these values, so this is also y equal to x only, but we are not taking these endpoints minus pi by 2 in the domain as well as in range. Now again, so it has discontinuity at pi by 2, not only pi by 2, every odd multiple of pi by 2. So again for this between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Again I am drawing an open circle at 3 pi by 2. Again an open circle joining these points, and that line is passing through pi. So ये line का equation क्या होता है? This is parallel to this, slope is +1 and passing through pi 0. So y equal to x minus pi, like this you can, and next y equal to x minus 2 pi, that other one. ठीक है? Pi by 2 next. Joining this. So that is y equal to x minus 2 pi. Even you can take on the left side also, same like. Okay. Minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. This way you can join. So what is this one? Y equal to, इसका slope be +1, x minus or minus pi, y equal to x plus pi. Like this you can draw as many curves as lines as possible. So this is the graph of tan inverse tan x. So tan inverse of tan x, it is repeating same curve in the interval of pi. So tan inverse of tan x is also periodic with period pi. Sin inverse of sin x is periodic with period 2 pi. Cos inverse of cos x is periodic with period 2 pi. Like this you can write. And if you want for other values, so between open interval pi by 2 3 pi by 2 x minus pi, when x belongs to pi by 2 3 pi by 2. For other intervals, graph is given clear, you can understand. Now cot inverse cot, secant inverse secant x, cosecant inverse cosecant x. All other three graphs we will complete. Clear now, students? So now cot inverse cot x, y equal to cot inverse of cot x. You are knowing cot x principal domain, open interval 0 pi. So in the open interval 0 pi, again y equal to x, मतलब domain, principal domain, range both are same. So once again I am drawing. So this is your y equal to 0 and here y equal to pi. So 0 pi, but you cannot take 0 and also pi. So open circles लिया between 0 to pi, y equal to x. This is a graph between again pi to 2 pi. Wherever sin x equal to 0, at all those points it has discontinuities. So next pi, next 2 pi. Like this you will be getting. So what is this value? Y equal to x minus pi. Same thing like even left side also, if you want, minus pi. Minus pi to 0. Here also open circle. Y equal to x plus pi. Like this you can plot the graph. So cot inverse of cot x का values क्या हो गया बोलिए? X when x belongs to 0 pi and x minus pi when x belongs to pi to pi. Like this you can continue for all other intervals. Clear, students? Now rubbing, moving to secant inverse secant x and cosecant inverse cosecant x, the other two graphs. And what about period? Cot inverse cot x is periodic with period pi. उसका रेंज क्या है? ओपन इंटरवल 0 पाई. प्रिंसिपल डोमेन क्या है? प्रिंसिपल डोमेन ओपन इंटरवल 0 पाई. अदर नॉन प्रिंसिपल डोमेन्स क्या है? पाई 2 पाई. सेम लाइक cot x. This we need not explain. Okay. Let's continue with secant inverse secant x now. Secant inverse secant x. As again, secant inverse secant x having same principal domain as secant x. इसका principal domain we are knowing, closed interval 0 pi minus pi by 2. So I am plotting directly its graph. So y equal to pi, this is y equal to 0, बीच में pi by 2, y equal to pi by 2. This you cannot take. Okay, what I am doing is 0 pi 2 pi minus pi minus 2 pi like this. So earlier in cos inverse cos you have taken like this 0 to pi y equal to x. लेकिन इधर ही secant inverse secant x के लिए बीच में pi by 2 it does not take. So इधर ही इस पे एक ओपन सर्किल लेना चाहिए and same continue for other. ये अब जरूरत नहीं है, इस पे pi पे एग्जिस्ट हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट इधर ही between this pi to 2 pi ये भी हटाना चाहिए. सेम between minus pi to 0 sorry this way इस पे भी हटाना चाहिए. wherever it is cutting this line y equal to pi by 2 you need to remove that point. So because it cannot take y equal to pi by 2, so range is secant inverse secant x, principal domain is 0 pi minus pi by 2, principal domain I am saying, and range also same 0 pi minus closed interval pi by 2, but this is principal domain and other non-principal domains are pi 2 pi minus this value 3 pi by 2. At 3 pi by 2 you are getting this value, so you cannot take that value like this. You can clear. Next now cosecant inverse cosecant x. Cosecant inverse cosecant x, y equal to cosecant inverse cosecant x. Same almost resembles with sin inverse sin x only, लेकिन बीच में जीरो नहीं लेने का. wherever sin x is 0 cosecant x में वो valid नहीं है. That's why I'm plotting its graph. So this is थोड़ा ये बड़ा कर लेता हूँ. Also we change the marker. Okay. This is 0 pi by 2 pi just minus pi by 2 minus pi like this. So at minus pi by 2 pi by 2 for sin inverse x you have taken y equal to x. Here also the same thing only, but you cannot get 0 in this range, so इधर ही एक open circle लेना पड़ेगा. So same y equal to x only, but it takes value other than 0. It cannot take 0 in the range. Same between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, same between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 you cannot take this pi, so open circle, take an open circle. So same, this is y equal to pi minus x only. Same other values also. मतलब minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, but with an exception at minus pi. So it cannot take value minus pi this way, and its curve is same as minus 1, मतलब minus pi minus x, same as before. So this way cosecant inverse cosecant x you can. Clear students? Now cosecant inverse cosecant x क्या होता है? x when x belongs to minus pi by 2 minus singleton set 0, and pi minus x when x belongs to pi by 2 3 pi by 2 minus singleton set 0, pi by 2 3 pi by 2 minus this value pi, sorry, this point is pi, so minus singleton set pi here, like this you can take. These are the points. Clear students? And the cosecant inverse cosecant x is also periodic with period 2 pi. Clear? That's all in this property. Now